I think most of the good fighters are great people. You get to enjoy yourself, you get to work out and have a good time. It's not just sitting there in the gym pumping weights. You're not numbing your brain. You actually open up your mind. You get to train, you get to choke somebody, they choke you back, it turns into a fight. It's just, what's the word for it? Relieving, I guess. That's the best thing about this art is you get people from walks of life. I'm real competitive. I like competing. I got a competitive spirit. A couple of the guys had fought, and I think it was like Lone Star beat down 2 or 3 or something. And I watched, and I thought, man, I can do this. And they asked me if I wanted to fight. And I asked my coaches, do you think I'm ready? And they said, yeah, let's do it. So they set it up. The first one that I was supposed to do, I trained real hard for it, as always. And I think the day of the weigh-ins, my daughter got sick. She was 3 months old. And I had to pull out. She went in the hospital, so family first, right? So I pulled out, and I didn't get to fight. So about 6 months later, they asked me again, hey, you want to fight again? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. So I trained real hard. I was training a lot in Beaumont with Patrick Head at the time, and trained real hard for the fight. I show up to the fight. My opponent didn't show up. So second time around, I'm like, man, maybe this ain't supposed to be. So Chad told me, keep training. I'll get you a fight in a month. So just keep training. I'm like, okay, here we go. And a month later, I fought in Shreveport, Louisiana, and I got a TKO in 2 minutes and 25 seconds, something like that. So loved it. I didn't get touched one time. I'm like, man, set it up again. This is fun. You really enjoy training when you don't have a fight coming up. You enjoy trying new things. You have fun. Maybe you don't have to go that extra round if you don't want to. But let's say people like me, when I schedule a fight, man, I'm too serious about it. I train all the time. I train extra hard. I put in that extra hour or 2, and I'll train every day. So training for a fight sometimes can get irritating after about 4 or 5 weeks. Man, you're working way too hard. You get tired. I never really planned on teaching, but I kind of just fell into it. They asked me to teach a few classes, and before you know it, I'm covering, let's say, every Tuesday. And it grew on me. So I just enjoyed it, enjoyed watching the students grow, enjoyed learning new things myself as I'm teaching. So I started enjoying it, and they asked me to be the head instructor. I said, absolutely. One of the reasons why I was asked to be head instructor over here in Magnolia is my head coach, Chad Robichaud, Professor Chad. He moved to California. He actually helps America's Warriors deal with PTSD. And he does that full time now. And what he does is he brings broken soldiers into his home, into their facility, and helps them rebuild their life. So he had moved, so he asked me to step up and take charge. So that's what I have done. I've always treated jiu-jitsu as self-defense. I love the sport, but sometimes the sport can get a little crazy. I'm sure as you've seen some of the new guards and some of the things that people do laying on their back and on their necks. I always try to keep self-defense first, so position, control. Magnolia has been around since 2010. Okay, they were open for about 1.5 years, and for financial reasons, they shut down for a while. It was under different management, and Chad Robo actually picked it back up and opened it back up for the people around the area, and it's doing great now. We offer cardio kickboxing. We do Brazilian Jiu-jitsu. We do youth wrestling, adult wrestling, and Muay Thai kickboxing with adult Jiu-jitsu. Well, all people are different. Sometimes you get the guys, I don't want to be hugging anybody or doing Jiu-jitsu or wrestling. They're just hugging around. So maybe that's not for them. I think they should definitely try it out before they talk it, because I've been one to say that, like, man, what are they doing on the ground? Just get up and punch them. But until you try it, don't count it out. But everybody's different. Some people just want to box, or some people, they don't like that closeness, so they want to keep you away. Some people like wrestling. So it just, I would say try out all the arts and pick which one you like. Definitely a strong MMA team, definitely a strong competitive team, and definitely a strong place to come and get the camaraderie that you want. For all the family members out there that do have brothers, sisters, anybody else that's in the military that is going through these problems, have them contact Jared Chaffee. If anybody's interested in signing somebody up with the Mighty Oaks program, they need to go to mightyoaksprograms.org and get in touch with Chad Robichaux.